Hey guys, my name is Michael and today I'll be walking you guys through week 6, the second part, password hashing. So if you haven't seen the first part, please go back and watch it. As far as the second part, we're going to be using a tool called Hashcat. So for the first problem, we have an example of an MD5 hash and we have the result key and we need to change it back. So now we're in my terminal and we're going to be using hashcat. So hashcat 64. So this is the documentation for it. So what we're going to need to know for this exercise is we're going to need to know -m and -a. -m is the hash type. So there's a list right here of the hash modes. So in this case we're going to be using 0 because we have MD5. But in general, we can pick any of these hashes that we want. So attack mode is basically the way we want to approach the problem. And there's also a list over here for attack modes, right here. So straight means basically a dictionary approach. So we're going to give it a word list and it's going to try to match it up. So let's dig right in. I have imported the MD5 hash into a file. So let's look at it. #1. All right. So that's our MD5 hash, and let's run hashcat. So it's going to be hashcat -m. We're using 0. -a also 0. #1. Right. And as a word list, we're going to use the word list of rock. Okay, we just click enter. It starts. It's going to set it up, and it's basically done. And we just have to do --show. Right, here we go. And it says, "I love you!" ! So that's that easy. For you guys, it's going to take a little bit longer because it hasn't done it for you guys, but for me, I already did it and it already had it saved. Let's move on to the next question. So for password hashing number 2, we have SHA1 encryption. So we have this result and it's also salted with 808080 added before the key. So we're going to do the same thing as problem number 1. I'll see you guys in the terminal. We're back here. Let's clear that and let's do it again. But let's do hashcat 64 -help. So in this case we're using SHA1 right here, and we're salting before the thing. So we're using 120 as our method, or M, or what does it stand for, as our hash type, M, right? So let's go down here. Let's see more #2. Okay, so this is the way you would put the hash into your text file. So the first part of it is the actual result, and then the second part is the salt separated by this thing right here. Let's run it. Hashcat 64 -m120 -a0, right? Hash text 2 and rock you. Here we go. So basically did it. Show. Here we go. That's your answer. Pandemonium. Let's go back and see the next one. For this one, we're doing SHA 512. Same thing. Here's our result key, but the salt is added after the key. So let's go back to terminal. So let's start off by checking what to use. Hashcat 64 right? So we scroll all the way back up, and we know that the salt is added after, so we're using 1710. Let's check what's inside. More hash 3. So we have the actual hash, hashed value, then we get the separator, and then we get the salt. So to solve this, we just type in hash cat 64 dash m 1710 dash a0 and hash 3, right? Raw Q. Good. So it starts, did it, and we do dash dash show, and we get our answer. Simple as that. So for password hashing number 4, we have SHA1 again. It's unsalted, so breaking it should be easier, but it's supposed to be a stretch challenge, so it should be harder for some reason. So if we actually run the hashcat against it with the same method, that we were using before, it's not actually going to show anything. What we have to do is we have to look at our clue. So our clue says that this user has used this phone number as a password on other sites, and this user lives in California. So by that, it narrows his password down to basically his phone number, I guess. Then we just have to crack his phone number. So to do this, it's also very simple with hashcat if the password is his phone number. So I'll see you guys in the terminal. Okay, so let's clear this up. Let's see, so more hash 4, right? So this is his phone number, I guess, hopefully, hashed as SHA1, and let's do hash cat, right? So we're going to be using, let's see, unsalted. Okay, so unsalted SHA1 is 100. But we're not going to be using a regular dictionary attack. We're going to be going brute force. So for brute force, the attack mode is 3. So if we go back down and let's do hash cat. Let's do dash m 100 unsalted SHA1 dash A3, which is brute force, hash 4, and we're going to give it some parameters. So we know that it's a phone number, and a phone number has, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 9 or 10 digits, right? It's 3, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to give it a hint. We're going to say that it's a digit, right? So we're going to say it's a phone number. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 digits. Let's run it. Okay, so I guess it found it. Let's do dash dash show. Here we go. We get the answer. 415-867-5309. That's his phone number. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you haven't seen the first part of week 6 where I did user authentication, please go back and watch that. Thank you.